Heute ist ein wunderschöner Tag.
You have a kind master, eh? Gather round! You won't believe this! A whole village burnt to the ground! Die! Is this your first time riding a horse, you moron? I'm always glad
Excuse
to
me.
see polite people like you. God be with you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
All right.
What do you think about it?
Are you talking about the torturing?
What else? Seems to me you were all too willing to do that dirty work.
What was I supposed to do? It was a goodwill gesture. What's more, we finally have a chance to put the screws on someone who at least has some answers. Besides, from what you said, you don't particularly mind dirty work.
You're right. In short, it's our task.
But don't get the wrong idea. I'm also hoping we'll manage it without nasty shit.
I don't even know how to torture properly.
I don't even know how to torture badly. For things like that, nobles have minions.
Only now the minions are...
Us. True. Come on. Let's get it over with as quickly as we can.
Let's do it.
New blood? Did the last two get tired?
We're not Trotsky guards.
I don't give a fuck who you are. I still won't tell you anything.
Lord von Bergov thinks otherwise.
Aye? Then all three of you can go and hold hands on your way to hell.
Ha ha! We've got a joker here. Who are you?
Nobody important.
That's for us to judge, if you wouldn't mind.
And who are you? If you're not guards.
My name is Henry. And this is Hans Capon.
Sir Hans Capon to you.
We're here at the behest of Laura von Berghoff, but we're not his soldiers.
Vermin just the same.
You know what? Let's try it the easy way. If you tell us what we want to know, nothing will happen to you.
Fuck off, bastard!
This is going nowhere. You know, my friend here is a blacksmith's son. And he knows well what to do with things like these tongues here.
You won't get anything out of me. Bigger men have tried. So take those tongs and shove them up your arse, you horse and traitor!
They won't fit me, but they might fit you. Should we try?
Anything. Just spare me the jokes, please.
Let's do what we came to do. You can see there's no point in fooling around with him. Now you're going to talk, you fucking louse. Understand?
I'm not saying anything. Do as you will.
Is there a man among you they call Istvan?
Ish? Who?
Istvan.
It's been a pleasure. Fuck off.
Someone must be in charge of everything. I want to know who.
Fuck off!
Your leader. Who is he? You think you can impress him, do you? By how heroic and tough you are. But you know how it really is? You're nothing to them. They've probably written you off long ago. Am I right?
Exactly.
The world is full of ingratitude. You're here trying to hold your tongue like a monk under a vow of silence, and they couldn't care less.
Well, there's some truth in that. I don't know him very well. They call him Jan.
Is that it?
I really don't know nothing. I ain't been with him long. But he seems like a straight-up bloke. He's got good ideas, and nobody would dare to go against him.
Where's that band of yours hiding? I'll ask again. Where's your camp? You think you're real important, eh? A tough nut. A hero. Only you're just a poor wretch living a shitty, wasted life among outlaws. No one respects you. And no one likes you. Not even your bandit cronies. Even if you somehow slipped away back to your lair, wherever it is, do you think they'll thank you? No fucking way.
Nabokov. It's Nabokov.
I knew something wasn't quite right.
Fuck! We were right in the lion's mouth. How did you manage that?
Old Nabok is a gullible fool, like you two. And stupid as he is, he didn't have many men in the fortress. We took it with one finger up our noses.
Just who are you people? I doubt you're just common bandits.
Indeed not. We actually give a shit about the fate of this land. And above all, we don't want it fucked up by sellouts like you!
Bollocks! You're nothing but a band of mercenaries raiding for coin. You're no different than bandits. So don't try to turn your crimes into something noble. I know quite well what you are. And I'll tell you in a language you understand.
One more time. Is there an Istvan among you?
I don't remember.
Now, there's no point in denying it. We know Istvan well.
A bit too well, I'd say.
Look, I'll tell you about him, but only because he's odd anyway.
Finally, something we can agree on.
How do you mean, odd?
He seemed lily-livered to me. A coward. He avoids combat like the devil does crosses.
Does he have a special sword?
What special sword? Dobradilla.
Henry!
Does he, or doesn't he?
I don't know about any fucking sword!
To hell with you. Why did you ambush us? Over by Rock Tower Pond.
Fuck! That was you! I knew I saw you somewhere before, and I'm sorry it wasn't for the last time.
You slaughtered a party of messengers, you goddamn monsters! My innocent men!
In war, no one is innocent. All of you on von Bergov's side deserve to die.
But we're not on von Bergov's side. We came to him to negotiate an end to this senseless war. Only your damn band of outlaws put a stop to that.
Ha! A likely story.
There's no point in explaining anything to this numbskull. A firm hand is all he understands.
You're not worth the effort. Somebody in the region must be helping you.
I'll tell you no more. Nothing. Go and crawl back to your von Bergov.
You must tell me. After all, he's the one responsible for your suffering. If it weren't for him, you wouldn't be rotting here.
That's a load of bollocks!
Oh, is it? If he really wanted to help you, von Bergov wouldn't come out of it alive. I want that bastard's name, now!
Korva!
The name, say the name!
Olda! Semin!
The groom! That's why he left his own wedding.
Jesus Christ! And what about the others? Once von Bergov finds out...
All hell will break loose! But the people from the fortress are innocent! They know nothing!
Gnarly. Agnes. Good lord.
If you tell him, their blood will be on your hands.
Von Bergov isn't a madman. He'll meet justice out fairly.
My arse!
I think the interrogation is over.
We'll see what Lord von Bergov has to say about it.
Go to hell! And von Bergov too. I pray someone will send you there. Soon.
How do you feel?
Well, it's not a pleasant feeling. But I'm glad that in the end we didn't have to... you know...
I reckon he told us everything we wanted to know.
Yes, good work. There's some fella called Jan in charge. They occupied Nabokov, and that bastard Istvan joined them. But what he came out with in the end about that Semin being an ally, I just can't understand it. Why, for God's sake, has Semin turned against von Bergov? It's open rebellion.
Do you think the others in the fortress are in on it? Old Semin. Gnarly.
I hope they're innocent. But either way, it looks like a terrible mess.
Well, that's exactly why I think we should keep the news about young Semin's involvement to ourselves for now.
I'm not so sure, Henry. Von Bergov trusted in us. Won't be tired as if he ever discovers we lied to him. But do what you think is right.
Bastards! You'll get yours one fucking day.
Your father's still alive, isn't he?
Aye, but he drools all over himself. And he gets this feeling that his time's nearly up. What is... Are you whistling just for fun? I'm sorry.
Did you hear about what happened at the Big Wheel?
At the mill?
Yeah, the place by the Zhehorovka Street. Dead bodies stuck in the wheel.
God bless you. You silly doggy.
Excuse me. What a nice day.
I bring news from the torture chamber.
Excellent. I will send for Burgrave Hashek. I want him to hear it too.
We interrogated that captive, as you ordered, sir.
And were you able to find out anything useful?
I think you'll find some of it useful, sir.
Speak then.
The bandits have a camp in Nebakov. Somehow they succeeded in occupying the whole fortress.
What? How? Why? You met with Nemak yourself, Lord Capon. Did you not?
As it turns out, they locked Sir Yaramir away, and someone impersonated him quite convincingly. I'm sorry, sir.
Very well. Apology accepted. At least we have found this out now. They'll soon learn what a mistake they've made.
The prisoner confirmed that Istvan Toth is with them.
Ah. That man in black armor, yes? I remember you mentioned him.
Precisely. Black armor. As black as his soul.
I understand you don't like him. But he's only one man. I'm more interested in that pack as a whole.
I should get going.
We got confirmation of what I already told you, sir. Older Semin is in league with those bandits. And he left his wedding so he could ambush you.
That madman. I will make him pay for that. And what of his father? And the people in the fortress? Have they been covering for him all this time?
I don't think so. His disappearance from the wedding wouldn't have caused such a fuss, in that case. Old Semin was quite jarred by it. If he'd known in advance, he'd have acted differently.
That sounds likely. Very well then.
That's all we found out.
I must say, you got quite a lot out of him. Certainly more than your men managed, Hashek.
But sir, they...
In any event, the die has been cast. Hashek, get your men ready. You will go to Semin and deal with that traitor.
He won't escape punishment, sir.
Nebakov will be next in line.
Lord Capon, Henry. We'll meet in the late afternoon by the stables in the upper courtyard. We won't wait for laggards, so be there on time. You shouldn't work so hard. You'll wear yourself out.
It's just I don't like lounging about, sir.
Why?
I get the feeling life's passing me by, and that the Lord will be displeased at my idleness. What was it?
Even our Lord rested at the end of the week.
I observe the day of rest, but otherwise, I'm always on the go. I'd feel bad if I wasn't.
Admirable. I hope you keep it up. Even so.
His subjects have to obey, don't they?
You didn't hear it from the trader who sold you the bow, by any chance?
Aye, come to think of it. It was him who told me.
Should we ride out for Semin?
Wait, we still have to wait on Bergov.
Are you surprised? He only got out of that ambush a lot.
Well, I'll wait here for Hashek.
All right. I'll wait with you.
There you are. Can we get going?
I'm ready.
I'm always ready, as many a wench will tell you.
So mount up and we'll ride out. The rest of the company will join us on the way. We've got a long haul ahead of us, so to hell with unnecessary nonsense. Let's ride. Young Semin conspired against our Lord. We're going to get him.
My God, that was like a bloody expensive horse.
Henry, you and Lord Capon have already been to Semin, haven't you?
I was there a couple of times. More by mistake. Why do you ask?
It's good to know the place you're going to when there could be trouble, knowing its strengths and weaknesses. Number of men hiding places. It's a pity I can't count on you if things turn nasty there.
I hope nothing goes wrong. I don't believe old Semin has joined the bandits. Can I ask you, what actually happened when they ambushed you?
You don't even want to know, boy.
I need to know. They ambushed us as well. We've got a score to settle with them too.
I meant to say, I don't want to talk about it.
Well, if you tell me, Maybe we'll learn something that will help us.
I suppose you're right. Even if it is an unpleasant memory.
Trust me. I know what you're talking about.
I'll tell it to you like this, boy. I'm an old soldier. I've seen a thing or two. But this was a massacre. They ambushed us from hiding. There was a terrible explosion, smoke everywhere, and they showered us with crossbow bolts and God knows what else.
Smoke?
I don't know what kind of devilment it was, but all manner of confusion broke out among our men, and they took advantage and spared no one. They killed his lordship's field surgeon, and even a maid servant on the cart. But the worst thing is, they killed young Master Albert, Sir Otto's page. I was fond of that boy.
Sorry to hear that.
He protected Lord von Burgo with his own body like a true knight. Saved him and paid the price himself.
Not everyone has such mettle.
Aye. Others would have shit themselves at his place. Only he was the son of a respectable family. And now Lord von Burgo will have to tell his father.
How did you manage to escape?
After the initial chaos, I managed to get a few men together and fight back. We had better armor, we gained a bit of advantage, and they fled.
Just like that?
Aye, it was odd. It seemed once they lost the advantage of surprise, they wouldn't risk it anymore. Or maybe they were going for von Burgo and his captain, thought they were dead. Von Burgo, Captain Thomas, the page and the scribe were on the ground at that point.
Yeah, there's something to that. What about the prisoner?
We wounded him in the leg, so he was unable to flee with the others. He hid in the woods, but he didn't get far. They left him there. Didn't care about their own people.
Would you recognize any of them?
Damn right I would. They were masked. But if I see some bastard there with a cut-up leg or a scar on his face, Ow! It's clear they were in on it. And then there'll be hell to pay in Semine.
Open the gates! The Lord Burgov's emissaries!
It's about time you also let us in.
Welcome, Hashek. To what do I owe this, somewhat late visit, gentlemen?
Such a hearty welcome. Surely you wouldn't be angry at the Burgrave of Trotsky for merely passing by.
Certainly not. Be my guests.
Just passing by, eh? I don't suppose it's lodgings for the night you're after, gents.
You're right about that. You can stuff your lodgings. I'm interested in that youngster of yours. Where's Older? Are you hiding him?
What do you mean, Hashek?
Don't play games with me. We know everything. He helped ambush Lord von Burgo's company. So where is he?
My older? But that's
a serious accusation, Hashek. Unless you've got evidence, I'd advise you and your whole company to ride back to Trotsky on the double. You two, what's the meaning of this?
Let's talk it over calmly. Maybe it's just a misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding my arse. Just look at him. He knows very well what this is about.
You should tell us what you know, sir. For your own good.
Come on, spit it out. Where are you hiding him?
I've no idea what you're talking about.
Do I have to turn this place upside down? Stop bullshitting me.
How dare you?
I withdraw my offer of hospitality. Leave, knights. We're finished here.
You're the one who's finished if you don't get your head around what's going on here. In the name of Sir Otto of Burgo, I'm giving you your last chance. Talk!
My God, he may be hot-headed, but he never killed anyone.
Sir, no.
He's my only son, Hashek. I'll tell you where you can find that damned band. But don't take my older from me.
Where the fuck do you think we are? In some market where you can bargain with me? Your son helped murder my people. And you expect me to let him go? Hand him over, or this place will be reduced to ashes.
Hashek, you can't do that.
Can't? As you think Lord von Burgo can be betrayed by his very own subjects. So, what'll it be, old man? Will you start cooperating? Or would you rather taste my wrath?
You're going too far. Leave your anger aside. We have to keep a cool head.
I'm sure we can sort it out another way. We'll arrest Alder and take him before Lord von Burgo at Trotsky.
Lord von Burgo won't waste words with such rabble. You've had plenty of chances to hand him over to us peacefully, and you haven't. Your mistake. Alder won't pass through the gate of this fortress alive, nor anyone who stands in my way.
Not like that. I'll put a stop to this.
You think so?
Hashek, for God's sake, stand down.
Enough blather. If you aim to defend them, then you stand against me. I'll kill you all. Every last one of you.
God, protect his lordship.
For Sameen, to arms!
Traitors! Kill those traitors! I knew we could trust them!
You're facing a nobleman, so make an effort! Right on the money! Fucking scumbag! Let's see it now, fucker! Hey! I need a hand here! Get out of being alive!
Done for!
Oh! Got it! Next!
Watch out! I can't get a shot in!
What are you waiting? What the fuck? Von Burgov will hang us for this! All of us!
There was no other way.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
Christ. Such carnage. Von Burgov did this.
His right hand, Hashek.
Von Burgov didn't want anything like this! We were just supposed to... Fuck!
He was taking revenge for the ambush.
If you'd listened to me, I told you to...
It doesn't matter anymore who told who what, goddammit! That was yesterday's shit! Now it's all new, and we're up to our necks in it!
Von Burgov will be expecting Hashek to return.
Exactly! And when he finds out what happened, he'll raze Sameen to the ground.
What are we going to do?
First, I have a few questions for Older here.
All right. But quickly, please.
Does the name Istvan Toth mean anything to you?
Why do you ask?
Because I have a feeling you must have come across him. And he has something that belongs to me.
Aye. I know the name. He joined us not long ago.
He's a traitor!
Traitor or not, we can use every man who will stand against von Berghoff. But he's a foreigner. And I don't trust foreigners much.
Why did you join those bandits?
Because von Berghoff is a traitor. A scourge of this land. Isn't that clear?
Your father is his vassal. Didn't it occur to you what would happen when he found out? Besides, a noble siding with such a rabble.
If I'd known, I'd never have consented to such a thing, believe me.
Because your spine is so bent from old age that you can't even stand up tall and straight anymore. Those bandits, as you call them, are the only people in this domain with the courage to stand against injustice, for a righteous cause. But it seems that means nothing to all you here.
Enough. Remember who we owe our lives to. Have a little humility. Since we've lost everything else because of you.
I'd rather live in squalor than in a golden cage as von Berghoff's rat.
Who are they, these allies of yours?
Good Czechs, for the most part. That's all you need to know about them.
They're common murderers. They took the lives of my people, innocent people.
No one who tries to strike bargains with von Berghoff is innocent in our eyes.
Now you've gone too far.
This is a war. All sorts of things can happen. As long as that criminal sits in Trotsky, there will be no peace in this domain.
There's no peace because of that very band of yours. The one you even left your own wedding for.
But we almost had him.
My God. Why do you punish me so? What will we do?
Von Berghoff already knows the outlaws are based in Nebakov, and he's planning a big raid. We can take advantage of that.
If we're lucky, and he believes what Henry and I tell him, hopefully he'll only take out his wrath there.
Meanwhile, we could flee.
And leave them to their fate. Betray my comrades in arms.
Older, look around you, damn it. Was this not enough for you? If he wants, von Berghoff will raze every castle for miles around to the ground.
When does von Berghoff want to attack Nabokov?
Only he knows for now.
And don't even think about warning them. We must disappear immediately.
If we're to save ourselves, we'll have to cover our tracks.
What do you propose?
Well, it might sound mad, but Hashek was planning to burn down the fortress, and we...
I think I know where this is going.
We must do the same.
Are you mad? Burn down our family seat?
Oh, Older. Henry's right. It's the only way. We can't stay here and pretend nothing happened.
Do you have anywhere to go?
Yes, I suppose so.
Be sure to go as far as possible. And you should set off this very night and make sure no one sees you. We'll give you until morning, and then we'll send news to von Berghoff, and then it's in God's hands.
The two of us will go back to Trotsky now, and put on the best charade we can for von Berghoff.
And not a word to anyone about what happened here. Anyone.
If it all works out, and if we ever meet again, I'll repay you.
Let's not delay any longer, Older. God protect us. And you as well.
We should ride back. Report this to von Berghoff.
Henry, you think we made the right decision?
Definitely. You saw the hell Hashek and his men let loose, didn't you?
That's true. But von Bergov won't just let it go. I don't know if we should return to Trotsky at all. What if he notices something? What if we slip up? Fuck. What then?
We'll have to pretend we didn't want to get involved. And only survived due to luck.
Right. Hashek wanted to handle it himself and leave us behind. So we only just made it out. And... God, Henry. I don't know if I can do this.
We must. Like always. Quick! Aye, come here. Quick!
wounds! Mind where you're going! You have a kind master, eh, Mutt?
Christ, wounds! Watch out with that horse!
What are you doing here? It hasn't been safe around here as of late.
I'm just passing through. Keep up the good work, Master Guard.
I'll do what I can. We need it now more than ever.
We're back from Semin, sir.
About time, too. I want to hear Lord Capen's report. We will wait for him.
Sir, with regard to Semin...
I hope you bear some good news, Lord of Perkstein.
Well, unfortunately not, sir. Things went wrong. And old Semin and his people attacked us.
What? And where is Burgrave Hashek?
Hashek is... dead.
Dead? How? And what of his men?
It grieves me, sir. But none of them survived.
How did it happen? Speak.
It turns out Alder was working with the bandits. He even left his own wedding to help them ambush you.
That rat!
Lord Semin didn't want to turn over his son, so a battle broke out. Hashek and his men fought valiantly, I must say.
And what happened then? It sounds like the Semin folk stood no chance.
At first not, sir. It was all over soon. So then we searched the fortress and found Alder wounded. We wanted to arrest him, but he fought like a wounded animal. He didn't survive.
I still don't understand what happened with Hashek and my men.
Well, up till then, everything went smoothly, if you could say that. Hashek ordered the fortress to be torched as a warning to others. But then, the rest of the Semin garrison suddenly pounced on us out of nowhere, and a terrible massacre started. Hashek? Never in my life have I seen anyone fight like that. He must have caught 10 arrows covering the retreat. But to no avail. In the end, the fortress was in flames, and only the two of us made it out alive.
I hope the flames could be seen all the way to Nebakov. Those bastards will soon meet the same fate. That will be all for now. I will speak with the Chamberlain about the steps we shall take against Nebakov. I will announce my plan to all my vassals and allies at the evening feast. I will be expecting you both.
Certainly, sir. Come for me in the evening, so we can go there together.
Here's some money. Now be so kind as to run along to the bathhouse.
Look what I have for you. Aye, aye, you silly doggy.
Use a bit more.
My God, what now?
Do you know when von Bergov plans to attack Nebukov?
I'm not a soothsayer. I don't know any more than you, Henry. I reckon he'll announce his plan to his vassals at the banquet.
Well, what can we do in the meantime?
Wait? What else? Try to amuse ourselves? You can manage that by yourself, can't you? Come and pick me up this evening, before the banquet.
Christ! Pardon me.
I'm sorry.
You've come just at the right time.
It looks like we'll eat and drink our fill before going into battle, eh?
It'll be mostly a lot of pointless small talk, if you ask me.
You're not looking forward to the feast?
I'm fed up with this waiting. I'd rather set out right now and wring the fuckers' necks one by one. And above all, I want to put that lying fraud from Nabokov in irons.
That makes two of us. We'll get him. Don't worry. I'm sure von Bergov has good reasons for caution.
I hope so.
What's wrong? You seem like you're in a strange mood.
Are you surprised? After what happened at Samin?
All that happened is that we prevented the worst possible outcome.
I'm not so sure about that. Young Samin deserved punishment, no doubt. He was in cahoots with the bandits and betrayed his lord. He defiled his honor. And if it comes out that we helped him escape, it's my neck that's on the chopping block. And yours.
The Older may have been a traitor. But what about his father, Agnes, Captain Gnarly, and the other innocent people in the fortress?
They're all Lord von Bergov's subjects. And they were covering for a traitor.
Well, maybe. But still. Were we supposed to just watch while Hashek's soldiers cut their throats?
You'd better hope our compassion won't be the death of us.
But nobody knows about us, and nobody's going to look for the Semines. But that's enough of that. We don't want anyone overhearing us. Let's go to the feast, all right?
You're right. Let's go, before all that's left is a pile of bones and empty pitchers.
Lord Capon and his page. At last.
Good evening, friends. Join us, please, and sample what our kitchen has to offer. Wench, pour Lord Capon some wine.
We have excellent Hungarian wine, sir.
Thank you. I won't say no. I'll be glad to drink to our upcoming victory over that rabble from Nabokov. And perhaps to an alliance against other such saboteurs throughout the kingdom of Bohemia?
Well said.
Just what I like to hear. What do you say to that, Ulrich?
It is certainly gratifying to hear a young lord expressing such concern for our country's fate.
True. It is admirable that you are determined not to betray your Uncle Hanush's trust. Our agreement stands, of course. But I'd like to remind all of you here that politics is mainly about making the right compromises, not hasty decisions.
Politics is truly complicated, sir. It seems that most of all, it takes up a lot of time.
The impatience of youth. What do you want for here, gentlemen?
My apologies. We meant nothing bad by it. It's just that we're duty-bound. And I'm sure they're impatient for our return in Rattay.
All right. I understand. But now, let us turn to the matter at hand. We discussed this long and hard, but we came to the conclusion that the best thing would be to catch them by surprise. And for that reason, we will set out for Nebakov at the crack of dawn tomorrow.
And we will string up the insolent bastard who commands the bandits from the nearest tree.
More wine, Lord Chamberlain?
No, thank you. The Lord Chamberlain needs a clear head. He will lead the assault on the fortress.
What? Sorry, sir. But did you say we'll be under Ulrich's command?
Who else? My captain is injured, and I am expecting an important visit. Unfortunate.
Aha. And may I know what the Lord Chamberlain's plan is?
Of course you may. It's nothing complicated. We'll pass through the Trotsky Gorge early in the morning and reach the fortress unobserved. A quick charge will get us over the palisade, and we'll catch that rabble by surprise. They won't know what hit them. Ha ha!
I'm sorry, sir. But isn't that kind of frontal assault needlessly risky?
Risky? Peasants with pitchforks could handle that rabble. Have no fear, Lord Capon.
Well, that wouldn't be my plan.
Sorry, sir, but I think my lord here has more experience of soldiering than your Chamberlain. He fought with valor during the conquest of Pribyslavitz and the siege of Talmberg, and I think he'd be more useful.
I have no doubt Lord Capon is very experienced for someone his age. But I'd rather entrust my forces to someone more mature. You're not offended, I hope. Ulrich.
Oh, perish the thought, sir.
It's thanks to the Lord Chamberlain that this castle is standing. I have complete faith in his abilities.
My friend, send your servant to the smithy for armor and to see
Catherine, sir.
To see Catherine for wine for the journey. We'll move out as soon as the sun rises. Be so kind and get me another pitcher of the Hungarian wine, will you?
As you wish. Just a moment, Lord Chamberlain.
I promise, sir, that this will be my last wine today. The next wine I drink will be to celebrate our victory. Ha ha ha!
Your health, then, gentlemen. Eat, drink, and be merry. But don't overdo it. Tomorrow, I expect you to display your knightly valor for our rightful and joint cause.
Anything else, lad? Cat got your tongue, lad. Go and have fun.
Ah, junger Mann, komm her.
Ah, you must be that Henry from the Lord of... Piper, eh?
I've heard...
I'm pleased to see your battle with sobriety is over, and you lost.
We have a poet among us, eh?
Me, a poet. I leave that sort of thing to Florian there. Women swoon in his arms, and then men swoon in exasperation. There's a poetic soul for you, if only his verses were any good.
Seems Florian makes your blood boil, eh?
Aye, he's too big for his boots. He needs to be taught a lesson. But I'll pay him back for his jokes soon enough.
That's none of my business.
Aye, you're right. But if you change your mind and want a bit of fun, drop by. But you have to do it before I get too drunk. Ah, our hero from the pond. What would you say if I wrote an ode to you?
Seems you're a master of tragic poetry, eh?
What have we here? Your wits are quick, my friend. Tell me, what really happened?
I'll help you play the joke on Florian.
Excellent.
I'll think it over.
As you wish. But if you change your... But you have to...
Shut him up.
Excuse me.
What is it? I thought a good old feast would cheer you up.
You call this a good feast? Nothing but puffed up peacocks sucking up to each other, pretending they don't smell of dung. And the Chamberlain. My God. I can't take another moment of that fool.
Ah, sod the Chamberlain. He's a conceited idiot.
And how many battles has he won, eh?
You heard Lord von Berghoff. He trusts him.
Ulrich is a master of the quill, that's all. By the way, thanks for standing up for me.
You're welcome. I definitely trust you more in battle than him.
When push comes to shove, I won't be paying much heed to that buffoon's orders.
I understand. But this is the only way to get revenge for the massacre by the pond. That band of cutthroats killed our men as well. And we don't have a chance against them on our own.
Oh, maybe. You know what? I've had enough. I'm going to bed. But don't you forget to stop by the smithy for my sword and armour. And fetch some wine from Catherine. If you want my advice, try not to get too shit-faced. We've got a battle to fight tomorrow.
Don't worry. I'll take care of it.
All right. Good night then, Henry.
I'd like to have a bit of discourse with you, young man.
This is Henry, Lord Capon's servant.
I'm sorry. I don't know your name, my lady.
This is Johanka of Zhernov, Henry.
Pleased to meet you.
I know who you are. My companions here talked about you. And the stories were somewhat madcap, if you don't mind me saying so.
Nothing more than a couple of silly misunderstandings.
The pond, the stocks, and the gallows. Quite a nice series of misunderstandings, if you ask me.
Your life was on the line more than once, young man.
You're right, Father. And not just my life, Lord Capon's as well.
Well, that sounds interesting. Won't you tell me about it? I'd love to hear about adventures right from their hero himself.
I'll be glad to tell you my story. Where to begin?
The best place to begin is at the beginning, isn't it?
You're right, of course. That would be best. Lords Hanush and Radzig entrusted us with delivering a message to Trotsky. It's a long way from our home in Ratai. So we made camp by a pond to bathe a bit before presenting ourselves to the local lord. We didn't have time for that.
Because a band of cutthroats suddenly attacked us.
They killed without mercy. And our men had no chance against them.
We had no choice but to jump into the water and swim for our lives. I still don't know how I didn't drown. I can't swim, you see.
Truly divine intervention, my son. God clearly wanted you to be saved.
Truly shocking and terrifying. Tell me, what awful thing happened next?
It was a bloodbath, my lady. Then they followed us into the rocks and chased us through that labyrinth like rabbits. I thought we were done for. There was no way out. Nothing around but rocks and pitch black night.
I see your lives really were in danger. You are truly brave.
We were saved by a good-hearted old woman. But later, we got involved in a tavern brawl. Well, the brawl was started by my Lord Capon, actually. Manual labour would have been too humiliating for him, you see. Even more humiliating than having the local guards pour, slops over us, it would seem.
No, that is truly awful.
But it's true. Everyone thought we were stinking vagabonds, which led to a whole misunderstanding.
Bailiff Thrush put them in the stocks.
Yeah, like I said, they took us for ragamuffins.
Fair enough. But out with it now. Why did they punish you?
That was nothing, really. But the bailiff didn't see it that way. Probably because it was his son who got a thrashing.
Excellent. I think people are wrong about you. You're a sincere and brave young man, Henry.
And rather entertaining company.
Yes, I agree. It's a pity my good friend didn't hear your story. She would have been very interested.
Who do you mean, my lady?
Unfortunately, she just went outside to get some fresh air. But the easiest way to put that right would be to go and find her. Would you escort me, Sir Knight?
Certainly, my lady. I'd be honoured to escort you.
Excellent. I'm sure the learned gentlemen will excuse us, won't they? It's a lovely night outside, and it's a little stuffy in here, so a walk will do me good. Come on. A lovely summer night. It was horribly stuffy inside. Thanks for rescuing me from the claws of those two old vultures.
Yeah, of course. But I thought...
I know what you thought. Some men are terribly slow-witted, that's all. Like my late husband. But maybe I underestimated you, eh?
I don't think you're the kind to fall for pretty poems.
Well. Finally an exception that proves the rule.
I'm no good at poetry, anyway.
That's enough talk, silly. Embrace me. Let's enjoy this night. It wasn't made for sleep, after all.
Anything else, lad?
I'd like to speak to Sir Otto.
I'm sure Lord Capon will explain everything to you. And now, please excuse me.
Junger Mann, komm her!
Ah, you must be that Henry from the Lord of Lipa, eh?
What would you like, gentlemen?
We're just talking about the ambush on Lord von Bergoff's men.
Apparently, it was the same man who attacked your company by the pond.
Aye, no doubt about it. It's the same band of troublemakers.
Who got the better of you twice, eh?
Zweimal?
That's right. They say that at Nabokov, Lord Capon parleyed with someone pretending to be old Nabar. But in fact, it was none other than the leader of those disgraceful scoundrels.
Dann ist es ja kein Wunder that puffed-up Capon won't talk to us. He's afraid we'll make fun of him.
I'm sorry, sir, but Lord Capon did nothing wrong. It wasn't his fault.
Watch your tongue. You don't want Henry to take offense and fly off the handle again?
Ja, du hast recht. I went too far. If I've offended you, Henry, we can settle scores. I'm at your service. But if you'd rather try your luck, we can have a game of dice. That strikes me as a better option than going at each other with swords. Wie war das? Do you play dice, friend?
I understand. Let's play then. But I'm warning you, you'll lose your shirt.
We'll see about that, Bursche. I give no quarter.
Heute werde ich Glück haben. I can feel it in my bones. If I was you, I'd take it. Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything.
Even a fool gets lucky sometimes.
Was ist
That's
los?
good too. But you could
It's
throw
all
better.
yours. Let it be now. I want to play too, you know.
Greetings.
You have to have a bit of sense and count the dice.
Nein,
Oh,
gar nicht.
we didn't have such dice when I was
Gone.
young. We shaped them out of clay, played with them. And they were rounded and didn't have any numbers on them. See? You can do it. Keep it up.
Schön. Oh my God!
Good.
Nein!
Has to work out sometime.
Gutes Spiel, Mann.
That was a good game, friends.
Aye, every game is good when you fatten your purse.
Ah, Lady Fortune gives and takes by turns. A few groschen, one way or the other, won't ruin me.
But you're still in debt to me, though.
Well, that's true. I apologize for what I said. I wasn't being serious. No offense, friend. I just wanted a bit of fun.
I'd like to have a bit of discourse with you, young man.
This is Henry, my lady.
Hey, blacksmith's boy.
I'm
what are you doing
sorry.
there? Get over here.
What is it? I thought a good...
Nothing but pot and the chain.
Ah, sod the...
And how many Ulrich is a man.
You're welcome.
When push comes.
I understand. That band of cutthroats...
Oh, maybe, but don't you forget, if you want my advice...
Don't worry.
All right.
And yours, friends. And yours. I've heard a lot about you, youngster. I'd like to compose a ballad about your escapades.
Hose away. But don't get too close to me in the heat of battle.
What have we here? Your wits are quick, my friend. Tell me, what really happened?
We have a poet among us, eh?
Me, a poet? I leave that sort of thing to Florian there. Women swoon in his arms, and then men... There's a poetic soul. Aye, he's too big. Wouldn't you like to help me?
Tell me more.
Excellent. I need to get Florian back for one of his jokes.
What did he do to you?
He persuaded a certain damsel to let him dress up in her clothes. When I sang beneath her window one evening, they all thought it was hilarious. And that twit threw lilacs down to me from the window.
How awful. How do you want to get your revenge? Challenge him to a duel?
Nothing of the sort. No violence. I know that one damsel gave him a ring, and it'd be interesting to slip the ring to her best friend.
Well, that sounds like a pretty cruel joke.
He's bound to have it in the chest next to his bed.
Ah, now I see why you don't fancy...
Well, the most important thing is that everyone sees I'm here, but all you have to do is bring it to me...
I'm sorry.